Good morning, everybody. It's a cloudy but decent day here in Agawam. I am Hubby, just about anything garage. I thought I'd do a real quick short for you. If you've been keeping up with the little red Corvette, you know that is gone and it's been traded for this puppy right here, which is a Chrysler Imperial LeBaron. It's 1961. It is a boat. It's a boat and a half. And what I wanted to do is just give you a little quick picture of what I had to deal with when it got here. It was trailered over to here, and I put the front window down to test everything, and this one slid down. And what had happened was that this bumped down, and you can see it has the motor regulators, which are right here, so they're pretty easy to get to. It had slipped. This wasn't tight enough. This bolt here, which is clamps the motor, wasn't tight enough in it. Pulled away from this coupler. So once it went down, tried to get up, it was just turning without turning the gear. So I had to get in here. The hardest part of it was removing that because it has a square catch here where you got to stick a screwdriver down and turn the screw on that little puppy right there in order to get the shift knob out. But everything is taken care of. It's get back. We're going to put it back together, and everything is fine. Everything works on it pretty much. It needs to be cleaned up, of course. As you can see in here, it's got a pretty decent interior. It needs to be addressed to be finalized, but it begs the question here. And here's what the question is: what do we do with this sucker? Do we take and clean it up and try and bring it back close to its glory? Now, I don't do full restore, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to make it super, but we can clean it up. We can do paint. We can do interior. We can replace bushings and stuff like that. The brakes he's already addressed. He put a new gas tank in it, the previous owner, as well as a new exhaust system on. It's got Flowmasters, so it's pretty cool. So what do we do with it? Here's a question. When you open up this trunk, and it is a massive trunk, of course. I mean, you can fit 2-3 families in there if you want to. The one thing that I really noticed was look at the wheel tubs. Look how large they are. They are at least 12 inches wide as they stand. So it begs the question, do we turn this into the cruiser it's intended, but give it a couple of upgrades, like maybe a 9-inch Ford rear end on it, and put some massive tires in there? You can fit at least 10 or 11-inch tires. You have to do something with the axles to get the back spacing in there, because what the tubs weren't going to limit it. It's where the spring shackles come in, so you have to do a little bit. But it wouldn't be hard to modify. Put a 9-inch Ford in there, some deep gears, maybe 373s. Put a Hemi up in the front with a modern automatic transmission, and this thing would be, oh my God, you'd scare the socks off of people, because when you honked on it, it would take off while it looked like a boat. So that's the question of the day. What do we do with it? What are we gonna just take it and make it a semi-restored, nice looking the way it was intended, or do a little modification on it? So I'm going to leave that, guys, with you right here. We're going to do an assessment video on this real soon, and we'll of course release that and come up with a plan. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.